Alright guys, so the axe heads finally arrived. I've got a little pickaroon on the way as well, but I decided to go ahead and make this video before the pickaroon got here. I was pretty excited about these axe heads. So this one I think is an old Atco. It is 3.5 pounds. And on the other side it says made in West Germany. So I have found a ton of old Atcos on Google Images that look exactly like this. And then I've seen some bushcraft forums and whatnot where there are axes that look exactly like this one, and the consensus seems to be that they're Atcos. So, pretty good axe there. Unfortunately, I paid, I think, a little too much for that one, but I was excited about getting it, just because I wanted something that I could start working on and practice on a little bit. And I've cleaned it up just a little bit. You can see all that really is just scrubbing it down with some salt and lemon juice, and it did look about like that. So I scrubbed it down for about 20 minutes or so on a study break, and I got a decent bit of the grime off of it. It really didn't have all that much rust on it, just grime. The only place that had just a little bit of rust down here on the beard, and most of that came off. So I think just a few minutes with a flap disc on this thing, and it's going to be looking really nice. Probably hit it with a 60 grit or so, and then go back over it a few times and get it shined up, and then put a really nice edge on it. So this next one, this one has really confounded me. It's also made in West Germany, also 3.5 pounds. And I actually didn't even want it. The only reason I got it was it came as a package deal. It was two axe heads being sold together, one of which I really did want, and the price was good. So I couldn't pass it up. The price was, for the one that I really wanted, the price was still excellent, even though they had this thing priced in with it. But you can see it says made in Western Germany, and I don't know if you can make it out, but right here there's something written, and I just can't figure out what it says. And I've looked at it in every different kind of light, and I just can't get it figured out. At first I thought it said Norris, then I thought it said Iltis, and it may say Iltis. I just really don't know. And the fact that it's stamped Western Germany, not West Germany, has made it really difficult to search. It's almost all the search results that I've been able to pull up, just internet or images, even when you type in Western Germany, it still brings up things from West Germany. So that has been really confounding for me. I would love to figure out if it is an Iltis, but it doesn't have their maker's mark on it. Although, you know, I mean, that would have been a great place for a maker's mark, and I don't know if there was ever one there or not, but it's smashed up now above that 3.5. But it's also pretty interesting. So this bottom hole of the eye is way smaller than the top hole. So it's going to take some creative wedging to get a handle in there holding tight. Alright, so next up, this one. This one took just a little bit of research to figure out what it was, but it was just in such good condition, and I thought the maker's mark was pretty neat. It's a little crown with a CH in it. It's 4.5 pound felling axe. So spent a little bit of time researching and found out that this is a German-made Karl Helsper axe, and it's actually, if you look down here, a Helko Werk axe. It's got that HW. So Helko Werk bought out Karl Helsper, but for a time anyway, they continued putting the CH in the crown maker mark stamp. So if you look at a Helko Werk now, you're going to see just the crown, and it's going to say like Helko Werk. And they'll have the HW stamped on the bottom of the pole. But since this is an older one, it's still got the CH stamped in the crown. So I was pretty excited about that. And this thing is in really good shape. It looks like it's still got the original grind on it, and there's no rust. It's just, the only thing is it's got a little bit of mushrooming. So I'll take that off of there and get a handle on that. And this one's in such good shape, I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything other than just sharpen it, take that mushrooming down, and put a handle on it. Because I really hate to hit it with a flat disc whenever the original finish is in such good shape. Because these marks, this isn't pitting, this is from the forging. So I think there's a real good chance this thing's just going to get from about here down, probably a nice mirror finish, just razor edge, and then the rest of it is going to stay the same. I may just hit it with some stainless steel cleaner and a Scotch-Brite, get that taken down, and I may try to buff it up, because once I take that down, it's going to show. It's going to be a big shiny line on the pole, but I don't know. But I'm pretty excited about this. And then the crown jewel of all of them, the one that I bought this axe just to get, because I asked the guy if he would sell me just this one. He said no. So the listing just said vintage axes, made in Germany, made in Sweden. So I clicked on it, and I looked closely, and I thought, you gotta be kidding me. I can't believe it. We have a Gransfors Bruks at an excellent price. So for this 4.5 pound felling head and this 3.5 pound head that's maybe an Iltis, maybe, after shipping it was $66. So I mean, I think that's a fair price just for this axe head alone. And so honestly, it's probably more than a fair price. I've seen a lot of these selling for around $80 or so, and a lot of them are listed for more than that, but they aren't selling. But I think, I got a pretty good price on this, and I was super excited whenever I zoomed in, because the pictures were just taken from up here on the listing, and it just said made in Sweden. So I zoomed in as far as I could and saw that little crown and GBA, and I was super excited. And I was like, alright. So I just watched it. Didn't place a bid, just watched and watched and watched. Nobody else was placing a bid, so I waited till about 10 seconds left, put in my bid, and got it. But it's been taken really good care of. It's 2 kilograms, 4.4 pounds. The edge, got a few dings in it, but not bad. The profile is still really good. And the pole is just in excellent shape. look at that. I mean, whoever bought this understood what an axe was for and what it was not. Now, as good a care as has been taken, I feel like whoever the second owner of it was probably just bought it and never used it, and here is why. So down here, my pinky finger, this is the beard, right? Okay, well, they hung it upside down. So the guy had cut the handles off before he listed them, and from the looks of it, they were in pretty bad shape anyway. But, you know, there's the wedges. They hung this thing upside down. So they may not have known what they were doing when they put the handle on, but they still took really good care of it. So this one is going to get polished up really nice. I'm going to work some of this light rust out on the pole and make sure that I don't polish that away. And then I'm going to put a nice edge on it. And this is going to be a special one. It's going to be my brother's wedding present. So I'm really excited about that. But look at, man, look at that. 4.5 pounds and just made to bite. So the profile on this thing is just, let's see, well, can't get it to sit the way I would like. I've got the handle in there the wrong way. So I mean, if you look at this compared to the Helko, I mean, just look at the difference there. You know, this thing is just, I love the profile of Swedish axes, and especially Gransfors. So, you know, I mean, it's just, and this is a really nice axe, but I don't know if, as heavy as it is, it may not make as much of a difference. But I really like these profiles. They cut deep, they really bite. And as heavy as this is, and as deep as it's going to cut, I think it's just going to be removing wood at an incredible rate. So anyway, these two, the Helko and the Gransfors Bruks, the ones I'm most excited about. These two, I hope once I get this cleaned up, I can figure out what that says. Hopefully it's an Iltis, and then this Atco, also a good axe. So these three are going to end up, they're going to get cleaned up, fixed up. I'm going to make handles for them and stick them on eBay to basically, hopefully I'll make a little bit of money on it, but thought that would be a fun summertime project, something that I at least wouldn't lose money on, and give me something to do. So, and obviously, just an awesome wedding present. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I do more work on these, I will make some updates. And if you like, give a thumbs up. If you know what this is, if you can identify it, help me out, leave a comment, and I will talk to you guys later.